What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Bobby Darin. And we're returning to the Legendary Bobby Darin compilation. And the next track in the playlist is Charade, which fundamentally speaks to a pantomime or simulated expression of something which typically has more substance or more authenticity. Now, that might be a situation in which all parties are aware of the simulation, like playing the game charades, where you pantomime something that is done in a more legitimate way in real life, so to speak. It could be a matter of perception, where one person is suggesting there is a degree of authenticity to some process or interaction, where the other person feels like we're just going through a charade and this is not as real as you purport it to be. It could be more ambiguous, either to one particular frame of reference or to all involved. But yes, it suggests there is a removed character to actual events or processes that are being characterized in this reduced or pantomime way. So ultimately, I'm only familiar with a handful of Bobby's songs before I started this deep dive, and I've only heard a couple beyond that as we started to go through this compilation, and recognizing that some of these might be old standards or his version of a song that had already been recorded by another, I don't quite know where to take it. Nevertheless, I will point out that this is not a live performance. Some of the tunes on this compilation are given the indication of being a live recording, but this one is not, so I assume it's a studio recording. Let's give it a listen. This is Bobby Darin and Charade, taken from the Legendary Bobby Darin compilation. Ooh.
When we played our charade, we were like children posing, playing at games, acting out names, guessing the parts we played. Oh, what a hit we made. We came on next to closing, best on the bill, lovers until love left the masquerade. Fate seemed to pull the strings. I turned and you were gone, while from the darkened wings the music box played on. Sad little serenade, song of my heart's composing. I hear it still, I always will, best on the bill, charade. Fate seemed to pull the strings. I turned and you were gone, while from the darkened wings the music box played on and on. Sad little serenade, song of my heart's composing. I hear it still, yes I always will, best on the bill, charade.
What a cool cat Bobby is. I mean, honestly. So his vocal delivery, agile, quick, but also articulate and clear and melodic. The sonic supporting fast and jazzy, making you want to dance. And the lyrics, whether they're written by Bobby or otherwise, are clever, speaking to a relationship in which he feels now, at least, like they were playing parts and it was less genuine or possible than he thought at the time, meaning now he's sort of ascribing it to or passing it off to the vicissitudes of fate. It was never meant to be. It was something where it was written in the stars, even if in the moment it felt like there was hope and possibility and a dynamic that might play out over a long period of time. But as his heart was composing this serenade, music which he apparently will continue to hear psycho-emotionally, despite knowing now that it was over and maybe it was never as real as it seemed, he looked to the side and poof, she was gone. She had left his life as apparently she was always intended to do. So I like the way Charade here is indeed a matter of perception, but it's different over the course of time, meaning in a longer duration, he thought it was one thing, now he thinks it's another, whereas, maybe she always knew that it was just something that was never meant to be, or maybe where her opinion or her perception of it is not really relevant because she's gone on to greener pastures and he's left here with this music of his heart that she instilled and set alight, continuing to play from this music box in the darkened corner of his life, of his romantic existence. So, yeah, like I said, whether these are lyrics written by Bobby or not, I think they're very cleverly composed, and just the very dynamic and fun jazz swing, sort of like a swing jazz feel to this one. The Sonics are a perfect fit, so absolutely fantastic. He's just cool, like just the way he delivers these lines, and you can see him sort of snapping along. It just has this, old-timey, untouchable class, someone who just had it in terms of vocal, like presence. Even if I can't see him, even if this isn't a live performance, you can feel his presence as he delivers the lines. So really cool tune. Let me know what you think of it. I will see you next time. Peace.